Alright guys, I'm back. Last video I talked about that was the worst looking vehicle I've ever seen. I'll say that after I get done with my talk about what every firefighter dreams about. This is a firefighter's steaming wet dream. Literally. Right? And this is the easiest way to tell juniors from the other firefighters. Because the joke is that juniors, they join and they're whackers as all hell. They want to put lights on their trucks, put bumper stickers and the thin red line all over it. Man, that looks cool and shit. You've got your pager and you look like you're hot shit, man. You look real good, right? Sometimes I even carry on my pager. I mean, it's awesome and all, but the thing is, juniors, they're so anxious for a fire that the joke is they'll jack off the entire way to the scene. But when they get to the scene, they see it, they just, oh. Oh, shit. I never did that, but that's an actual joke in firefighting, for firefighters, because of the fact that, guess what? House fires, especially, and this is what the video is about. House fires, they burn long and they burn hot. Boy, you can be on scene for 4 hours at some calls, and the fire is still, and you can still see flame. And boy, oh boy, does it burn hot. And guess what? Let me put this in perspective to those who aren't firefighters. It's the day after Christmas, and you're a young kid, and you've got all these new toys. You've got some old toys that are really awesome. I mean, you just got them. Maybe it was your birthday, maybe a few months ago, and you bring out those toys. Your friends come over, right? And they bring their toys too. Now do you understand? That kind of energy is what we have when we have a house fire, because guess what? We get to play around. Once again, going back to my last videos, if you're not, as long as you're not stuck at a fill site, you're on the scene, and guess what? Your body is put to use. And not in that way either. So keep that perverted thinking to yourself. Fucking jackasses. They're gonna make me mad sooner or later. I'm smoking a Camel Crush menthol normal cigarette because I could, and literally when I bought this pack, I went to a janky. I thought the K&D down in Bessemer was sketchy as all hell. Oh boy! Literally, we had the stereotypical Indian man working up there, and he did not understand tobacco at fucking all. And I had to point out because I was not in the mood to talk to him about fucking Marlboros. I was really in the mood for a Marlboro Red, but at the same time, I don't think he understood what a Marlboro Red was. So, Camel Crush menthol green pack. Make fun of it as you will. But anyway, the thing is with the structure fire is, you've got more departments, and guess what? This is a structure fire is where each individual fire department shows off what they do best. For us, we've got a solid response time, and we've got firefighters who aren't exactly scared of shit. They aren't really, they can be scared, but it's going to take a little bit more than a little bit of an electrical line going zappy zap, for them to get scared shitless. But yeah, and, structure fires, they show off just what teamwork is. The collective goal is to save that house. Guess what? Let's go over, let's say we had a structure fire right now. Let's go ahead and say it right now. I'm actually itching for one, so hopefully we don't get one during the making of this video. Shall we? But, okay, we have a structure fire. Guess what? Let's count the departments that are going, shall we? Bessemer, North Beaver, Neshannock, Union, Pulaski. Over there, we got Coatesville and Poland. And guess what? If it's that bad, we'll go to Shenango Mercer. Literally, Shenango Mercer. And they're a rowdy ass crew. That crew alone is a rowdy ass crew. They are a right to play around with. But the thing is, another thing with fire, it brings out it. If you could be a racist, and guess what? On the fire scene, you could look to a black man and say, "Hey, I need a deck gun now," or vice versa. And guess what? He'll do it. Or if you're asked to do it, you'll do it. Wanna know why? Because there's a bigger goal than just point. Hey, I'm racist towards you, or hey, I think you are actual shit. The actual goal is to save that house, or if it's deemed a loss, then brings out one of my favorite things to do: knocking the shit out of windows with the deck gun. All right, with the deck gun, you actually have to put a knee on that thing, or if you're like 80 pounds, you have to put every ounce of will, your body, and your hopes and dreams of not dying a virgin and not marrying that thing that you made fun of last year onto it to make sure it doesn't roll backwards and, well, hit you and hit you. Granted, chances are you got your face mask or the standard visor on your helmet, but that's not going to save you from shit. That won't save you from jack. What the hell? Oh, Doc. Now, what I love about, structure, house fires, I love them, but that can go two ways. I love them because the fact that I can play around and we can show off what we have. But on the other side, that's a house that chances are somebody was living in. So yes, yeah, it is that. But at the same time, I love them to death. Want to know why? Because once again, we get to play. We get to play. My father. Alright? For those who have seen my father, alright, who aren't part of the fire department, they wouldn't think he's an aggressive firefighter for anything. You wouldn't think, you would think that he worked, he's an exterior firefighter. You would think that, right? Boy, oh boy, would you be wrong. He, early on this year, we had a trailer fire. Cancer's kicking in, boys. But anyway, he was there for all of about 5 minutes. He went interior for 5 minutes because at the 5-minute mark they decided to call everybody out because it was a lost cause. He forgot to spray down his gear. You could see clearly where his backpack, where the air pack was, and on his, you could tell where the on our helmets we have a like a leather backing right here. You could tell where that ended on his gear with a striking line. Cancer's killing me, boys. But anyway, what I love about, we get to play around and we get to have fun. We get to call in all of our friends and we have fun. Because guess what? We get to show off we get to show off the toys that we have. We have at our disposal at this current period of time one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best water tenders in the county. Alright? Because it can dump 2,600 gallons in 53 seconds. 53 seconds, and it gets filled in about 5 minutes. Now, holy shit, I actually hit that. But anyway, going on to this, and we get to see the trucks that you don't normally see. For example, and another thing is we can't, most of the time we can't use our toys. What good is a Halligan bar on a medical call? The Halligan bar, the Halligan pry bar has a nickname. The 8.5 pounds will fuck shit up. Just by that nickname, how useful would it be in a medical call? It ain't like you're gonna break a window, and bring the person out that window, and you got the door. You can't very well bring, you can't exactly charge a attack line, for a landing zone. I mean, what good would that be? I mean, yeah, it'll push the rocks and shit away, but hooray. We have brakes for that, too. We got brushes. You can't very well bring a deck gun to a motor vehicle accident. I mean, you could, but that would be a waste of time. The reason with the deck gun, now, the deck gun is only meant for structure fires because of the fact that the pressure, it just throws that much water at it's such a high pressure that it will literally knock anybody on their ass with force. Think of every ounce of, picture every ounce of muscle put, of all the Ostrowski families put into one kick, with a pair of 10-pound boots, with one 10-pound boot. Yeah, it's that powerful. Now, for those who don't know, Ostrowskis are the literal idiots of the lodge. Don't get me wrong, they're smart and shit, but be damned if they show it sometimes. But the thing is with the, structure fires are just fun to play. They're fun, alright? And I love them because, you get to play. You get to see people that you don't normally see. You aren't tripping, 5 departments for a motor vehicle accident. Most of the time most of the time there's only one being tripped, and that's you. If it's particularly brutal, you'll call out your best friend fire department, which for us is Nishanik. But yeah, I love them because I get to see people who chances are I'll never see outside of it, because chances are I'm never going up to Shenango Mercer and just, hey, how's it doing? And with the, let's say we have a structure fire. I mean, if I've already done that, then I'll do it again. All right, let's to reiterate. If we get a structure fire right now. Right fucking now. We're going to count the departments that are going, shall we? We've got us. Station 200, Mahoning Township. Right, now and we got Bessemer, North Beaver, Pulaski, Shenango Mercer, Coatesville, Poland, Nishanik. That's 8. 8 departments are coming in. Guess what? They aren't coming for a little play date. They aren't coming, with 1 or 2 toys. They're bringing everybody because guess what? God damn it, they deserve to play. And sure enough, if you're on the scene of a house fire, guess what? You're bound and determined to get either mud or soot on your knee pads. All right. On our fire gear, we have like leather. Sometimes it's leather, sometimes it's like a reinforced fabric on the knees, because of the fact that, chances are you're going to be on your knees, but not for the reasons you're thinking, because most of the time when you go in, you're either standing up or you're crawling on your knees. Right? After all, the idea is not to, stand high and proud when the fire is right above your head. Chances are you want to get on your knees. That way it's cooler and there's not that much smoke, but you still can't see jack diddly shit, but that's beside the point. Alright? Next video I'll probably be talking about heck with it. We'll do motor vehicle accidents next time. And it's gonna be two different parts. We got non-fatals and fatals. I'm gonna end the video here. Alright? If you have any questions that I didn't address, or if you just didn't like the jokes that I mentioned, comment down below and tell me tell me how much of a piece of shit I am. However, if you found this video somewhat funny, somewhat interesting, somewhat, helpful if you want to join the fire department, comment down below and tell me, hey, you may be an utter and total dipshit, but hey, that was somewhat useful. Or, hey, I really like some of these jokes. Or, hey, is it true that juniors jack off in the fire trucks? Yes. 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 That last one is for sure yes. Alright, all except for like one or two juniors, but that is beside the point. The rest of them they're nailing, they're beating meat, if you understand. Oh, this video is not... I have to... And what you don't know is, starting a few weeks ago, I had to download an app and tell YouTube, as if, because they don't watch my videos because of the fact that I have tobacco and I swear I swear a lot, I have to tell them, hey, this is not meant for kids. Or, hey, yes, this is LGTB friendly, and yes, we want every kid to become a fucked up, or a fuck doll, or whatever the fuck it is. As you can tell, this video is not going to be recommended for kids. And the reason I have to do that is because there's a good chance, because if I don't, I go to jail, or I get sued. Because YouTube is now stupid. Make of it as you will. I'm going to end the video here. And I'll see you all later.